Now, before we get started today, I want to ask you a question. What is the nastiest, most unhealthy food you can possibly think of? Take a little time if you need it, pause the video, and really try to come up with the most unhealthiest, the worst food that you could possibly eat. And then leave your comment. I'm really curious what you come up with, because we're going to start doing some videos on those types of foods and really exploring, all the negatives of those types of foods. But today we are doing a video on one of the best foods you can eat. It's the superfood sprouts. Now you may be asking the question, well, I don't even know what a sprout is. What is that? Well, a sprout is produced when a seed begins to grow into a vegetable. And you can actually get sprouts from a variety of foods. So you can get sprouts from beans, from vegetables, from buckwheat, from grains. So there's a lot of different ways to get sprouts, and they're available at your grocery store in the produce section. And the great thing about sprouts is they aren't held as long as vegetables and other produce are kept, as far as like transportation and storage. So they're not kept as long, so the nutrients are much more potent in that sprout. They're more highly nutritious because they're not stored as long. So that's another good benefit of the sprouts. And some sprouts are spicy, some sprouts are bland or mild tasting. So there's a variety of different kinds. And now we're going to talk about the health benefits. Number one, sprouts are a potent source of enzymes. I did some other videos about the importance of enzymes, but basically if we cook our food, if our food is not fresh, and if we are stressed, and as we age, we need more enzymes, and when we cook our foods, we lose a lot of those enzymes. And so eating a food like sprouts that is so enzyme dense and eating it fresh really provides that living energy that we need. Number two, sprouts can contain up to 35% protein. So if you are a vegetarian, you really want to include sprouts in your diet. This is a great source of amino acids, a great source of protein. But even if you're not a vegetarian, this is a really great way to meet your protein requirements on a daily basis, and you don't have to overdo it on meat protein. Number three, sprouts, of course, are loaded with vitamins and minerals. So let me just redo the list. Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, so that's almost all the vitamins right there. Calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, carotene, which is an antioxidant, chlorophyll, we already mentioned the amino acids, and it even includes trace elements. So what an awesome food to have in your diet, because it is so inclusive of so many vitamins and minerals. Number four, sprouts are very easy to digest because of the enzymes that they have in them, and they're a lot easier to digest than a lot of times the vegetable that the sprout will go into. So if, for example, if you're eating mung bean sprouts, or you're eating a lot of the other types of sprouts, because they are so dense with enzymes, and because a lot of times you're going to eat the sprout uncooked and fresh, it's very easy to digest. So if you do have any digestive disorders, or you're prone to gas or bloating or anything when you eat certain vegetables, this may be a better alternative for you. Number five, you can actually grow your own sprouts pretty easily. And if you don't want to grow them, you can get them anytime at the grocery store because they are grown year-round. But if you do grow them at home, it's a great way to save money. And there's actually 17 different kinds of sprouts that you can grow. And then you can get these kits. They're already kind of put together online, or you can get them at your health food store. Just make sure that you're buying organic seeds, and that'll ensure that they're going to be very nutrient-rich. Number six, sprouts do not sit in warehouses, and they're not transported for as long and stored as long as the typical fruits and vegetables. And I've already mentioned this a little bit, but basically the shelf life of sprouts is a lot shorter than the average fruit or vegetable. And so it pretty much goes from where it's grown to the stores very quickly, because it can deteriorate and get moldy and of course go bad really quick. So you're going to actually be able to get more nutrients because the item is fresher. Number 7, of course, sprouts are high in fiber, so, you know, the majority of Americans need to lose weight. So this is another great food. It's full of fiber, and the awesome thing is they are so low in calories, yet they're so nutrient dense. So you would have to eat pounds of this to equal, you know, an actual meal. So that's what's so great about it. It's going to help you feel full. It's going to help regulate bowel movements, and it's just so full of nutrients without having all those calories. So there are a lot of different ways that you can include sprouts in your diet. You can put them on salads. You can make them as its own salad by getting different types of sprouts and just combining them all. You can saute them. With some of the more fragile and delicate sprouts, like alfalfa sprouts, you can add them to cereals or to hot oatmeals and mix them in. You can add sprouts to soups. You can add sprouts to, if you're going to make an omelet. You can puree it with other vegetables. You can put it in a blender and mix with other vegetables and make like a greens or superfoods drink. So there's a lot of different ways. I would hope that you would emphasize eating the sprouts raw, because then you're getting all the nutrients and all the enzymes possible. Keep in mind, if you cook it, you are losing some of that. So, but there's so many ways. There's no reason why you can't find at least one way to start eating sprouts. And there are a lot of different kinds of sprouts that you can purchase. Some are more available in grocery stores and some aren't. But I want to just let you know what they are, so that if you see them in the grocery store, you will know what they are. So there are alfalfa sprouts, cabbage sprouts, sprouts from clover, fenugreek, which is a vegetable, mustard, radish, sesame, sunflower. I love sunflower sprouts. Bean sprouts, chickpea sprouts, lentil sprouts, mung bean, which is real popular in Asian cooking, green pea sprouts, wheat sprouts, rye sprouts. So lots of different kinds, and it's really interesting because in a lot of other cultures, especially Asian cultures, they use sprouts a lot. And you know, and when you kind of think about how long they live, you know, it just makes you think that it's because of what they have in their diet. At least part of why they live so long is what they eat. And so we just need to start including sprouts in our diet more consistently. So there you have it, all the benefits of sprouts. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. We are going to continue doing videos on superfoods, as well as we are going to start doing videos on specific foods that are the worst, you know, most unhealthy foods you can eat, kind of like the super bad foods. So if there's a particular food that you want us to research and to you know, explain and reveal to everyone, let us know, leave your comment. Thank you so much for watching. Rate the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.